Join us on the Tucson Tasty Show as we explore the amazing food that makes up Tucson, Arizona, the first UNESCO city of gastronomy. Discover all the hidden gems in the old Pueblo and stay tasty, Tucson. Yep. Hello everyone, Wesley Source here with Kelly of Dirty Cactus Soaps and Gifts. Soaps and Gifts?
Soap and gifts.
Soaps and Gifts? That one's, it
there
is
are
what
multiple
it is.
soaps available.
But we're here at kind of a special pop-up. We've got our coffee mugs, so we got our free cups of coffee. And we're at Casino del Sol.
Casino del Sol.
And we're over here, and it's actually pretty fun checking out your whole setup and everything else. We got cameras in a few spots so we can do back and forth, and of course we have some really cool new graphics. In fact, let's show this really quick because this one's just fun. Oh. And for everybody at home, they can hear the lightning. So I had to build that out, and it's been a lot of fun. But
nice,
notorious, horrible cell service out here, but it's something that we expect.
Yes.
So for everybody at home, if our voices don't match the lips movement, I apologize.
Yes.
But at least you can hear us, right? And so a couple quick things to catch everybody up on. If you want to join us for Coffee with the Tasty Show, you can join us. And if you get a mug, which you can purchase from thetastyshow.com, you get a free cup of coffee every time you come out with us and join us for Coffee with the Tasty Show. So not only do you get to network, we get to network around the city. You get a really amazing mug, and you get a free cup of coffee. And we were doing some math. If you come every week, all year long, and sure, you know, we might miss a week here or there. But if you have your mug, you get a free cup of coffee. Average cup of coffee is like $5, which is it's not cheap anymore. But you get a free cup of coffee, and I mean, it pays for itself over and over and over again.
Yeah, 5 times even 25, right? Like, you think about that. Like, I mean, it's going to pay for itself hand and foot. Right. Right.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
so go online, get your cup. And one of the cool things is it ships right out to your door, or you can pick it up, shave on shipping.
You can save on shipping, or you could shave it right off.
Yep, you could shave it right off. Go pick it up right directly from the printer.
Yeah.
Because they print everything in-house, and that's Allegra Marketing Print and Mail. Check that out. It is they're incredible.
The Park and 22nd location.
Yes.
It's a very big location. You can see in the background all of their amazing machines that they have to create giant, posters and banners and everything. And they have sample rooms with everything that you can possibly get, which is amazing and wonderful. It was like a kid in the candy store for a business owner, truly and honestly.
Yes.
But also, these cups are not small. So you're getting a decent sized cup of coffee, which is awesome.
Right, 16 ounces
Yeah.
is the official size cup.
So fill it up.
Yeah, but 16 ounces. I mean, typical cup of coffee, you're getting that's a venti.
Yeah.
Essentially with no ice, right?
Mhm.
So.
Yeah. Well, venti is 20.
Right, but then they put ice in it.
Depends
and
on if
milk
it's iced, yeah.
And, yeah.
I guess it depends.
Fine.
There.
All right.
I was
So
like, I
tell us-
speak Italian.
let's talk really quick about where we're at, why we're here, and everything else.
So EWI is a networking organization that's nationwide. And so the crazy thing is that I hadn't heard of EWI before I got invited to this wonderful event. And apparently they do an event like this, a national event, every single year, and they go around the country to all the different chapters. And so Tucson has a local chapter here, and I guess I'm going to be going to a meeting next Wednesday, so I'm excited about that. But apparently, you should see the camaraderie between the women here. I mean, people like the lady that is next to me in my booth, Lisa Marie.
Not me.
Fair. Skipping over him, but Lisa Marie, and she knows everybody's name, and she's, oh, it's so good to see you again, and how's it going, and you know how's this and how's that, and a lot of these people have only seen each other once a year, but they've made such strong connections that they remember each other. And I've had so many women tell me, these women have your back. So wherever you are, if you're traveling for work or whatever, and you have one of your, EWI women, there, that you can always have somebody in your court, which is awesome.
That's awesome. It sounds like a sorority or a fraternity.
Almost like, a sorority, yeah. And so they invited me because they're doing a leadership conference, like the annual leadership conference, and they gave 15 different people the opportunity to have a booth. And so they said, all these people come from all over the nation, and they want little gifts that they can easily put in their suitcase, and then they can take them home. And so it's great to be able to have my freshies and my candles and my soap, and have all these people say, well, I want to get one for, my husband, or one for my sister, or one for my daughter, or, even starting early Christmas shopping. So it's a really great event, and I'm having a lot of fun, and the conversation is amazing as well.
Yes. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And how can you get a hold of them?
That's a really great question. I know that EWI.com, I believe, is how you can get a hold of them, but I'm not 100% sure. And so, like I said, I know that we have
EWI Tucson for more information.
There you go, EWI Tucson. And they're really great. They're really nice people.
And you can
they're
call
women of all
them
ages
at
as well.
520-269-1733. You can also get a ticket to win, for a ticket to have an opportunity to win.
Yeah.
Jeep
Grand Cherokee.
Grand Cherokee, donated by Jim Click. Yeah.
Yeah, Jim Click is really amazing. He, works with a bunch of different charities, and this is the time where he's auctioning off, or not auctioning, he's entering, it's a contest, so you can win, and you can win it for free. And so the raffle tickets, I believe, are $25. $25 or 5 for 100. I think that's what the sign says.
Yep.
And so there we go. Caitlin says yes. So $25 each, or
that's Caitlin.
That's Caitlin.
Yeah,
sure. Blue dress, or 5 for 100. And the really wonderful thing is if anybody wants to, buy and purchase them now, or to go online, or call us and purchase them, apparently you can do it all ways. So it's really wonderful.
Fair enough. And I gotta shout out to one of our guests from last week, Savage Kitchen Provisions.
Ooh,
and it's savagekitchen.com. You got to go there and check it out. She does syrups, or flavored syrups.
I wondered what the little floaty things are, and now that you said it's vanilla bean, I know exactly what the floaty things are.
That's exactly what it is.
Oh, yummy.
Check it out. Hey, you should get some stickers. There's some stickers right here.
Feel free to take a sticker.
Yeah, there's 2 stickers, one for each of you. Yeah. Thank you for what you're doing.
Ooh, wait, let me see. I want to. Oh,
so you got to check
at
this
that.
out. I've been drinking the
Yummy.
pumpkin spice flavoring for the last week.
Ooh,
And the way that I like
this
doing
smells
it is
amazing.
I put about a half ounce in the foam or in the milk, and then I froth it up.
I've
So
heard that's like the best way to get like the flavored froth.
yes,
Yeah.
so I put it in there, and then I froth it up, and it's like 2 ounces of milk, but it fills up a glass. It's really
It's
cool.
crazy how
I'm
milk
drinking less
expands.
coffee because
Fair.
of it. It's awesome.
Fair.
But yeah, check it out.
You know, the fun
But
thing
so
is
tasty.
that, you know, when you have something that tastes really good like that and you can incorporate it in, you know, a lot of times people will save something like that to like only the special desserts or only something special.
Yes.
But if you think about it, if you are able to, you know, really savor that and enjoy that on a day by day basis, then you feel like you really got your money's worth for a bottle.
Absolutely.
You know, you
Well,
don't want to
yeah,
waste
half
it.
an ounce.
Yeah.
It's not a lot, and it has such a flavor punch. It's like drinking apple pie. It's incredible. I would have brought it with, but
Fair.
once it's open, we want to keep it in the fridge.
Okay,
So
fair.
because there's no preservatives in it. It's
Mm.
actually pure cane sugar, water, organic vanilla beans, whatever, organic vanilla extract, and a little bit of salt. That's all the
Mm.
ingredients.
You know what? I bet you that salt gives it just the edge too.
Oh,
I
yeah.
found that just a little
Oh,
bit of
yeah.
salt in sweet things
Yeah.
is the way to go. Like I never thought about that until I thought about salted caramel. And then once I found, you know, if adding a little bit of salt to things, it changed my world.
Yeah, check it out. There you go.
I made a pumpkin pie cheesecake, and I bet you that would have been amazing.
Oh.
Oh, it would have been so good to add into that.
Take a screenshot, and you can use
Savage Kitchen. And not savage as in like, I'm going to eat you, but savage with an I.
It's
There's
savage flavor.
fair. But just in case they're looking it up, it's a different spelling.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
So, but speaking of pumpkin pie spice, you know, 'tis the season, right? When everybody's going to start with the pumpkin pie
Finally.
spice, right? And so the fun
I've been
thing
battling
is
to get
about
this to the season.
with my freshies. I have an actual pumpkin pie, little, you know, kind of like almost a Starbucks cup looking thing, right?
Yeah.
But instead of doing the regular pumpkin spice, you know, flavoring, I have pumpkin oud, which is like a smoky kind of pumpkin. If you can imagine, like almost like a sandalwoody kind of really sultry kind of pumpkin, right? So it's like pumpkin elevated, right? And then I have pumpkin peppercorn, which is more of like a little bit of a spicy kind of feel. Instead of like a frou-frou-y, you know, it's more like spicy, like take that, you know, type of thing.
Right.
And then I have a bourbon pumpkin.
Goodness.
You should smell the bourbon pumpkin, right?
See, I can
So
see the
pumpkin
bourbon
pie spice,
pumpkin.
It says
and
pumpkin pie vibe or pumpkin spice vibes on it.
See, it's got glitter. I'm out.
Okay, fair, but smell. Here's a leaf.
There you go.
Yeah, the leaf you can do as well, right? And so,
So, what are you using for the? Or is this an actual like oil or?
it's a fragrance oil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, it
And
always has that little bit of floral undertone to it, and
some of them, yeah.
this one definitely smells like fall. Everybody, don't be dissuaded by
Tell me what you think the
I-
difference is.
this
This one
this
is my
fall.
llama, and this
Okay.
is the pumpkin peppercorn.
You know who really loves llamas?
Who?
Allegra Marketing Print and Mail.
They do, huh? I love.
Oh
this.
wait.
Pumpkin peppercorn, right?
Mm.
And then my
Awesome.
pumpkin oud. Pumpkin oud. Okay? Nobody knows what oud is until they smell it, and then they go, oh my goodness.
I don't know.
I
No.
love it.
My nose is broken today. Maybe it's
Perhaps.
only in for pumpkin spice. Yep.
But it's fun because they start as beads, you know, just a little
Oh,
like,
hang on.
you know, thing of beads. And the great thing is you soak them.
There you go.
Oop, there we go. Yeah, you soak them, and then I can make them into any shape, which is amazing. So obviously that's how I got to do the beautiful Tucson Tasty Show ones, right? With the lovely YouTube picture on the bottom so that everybody knows that you can be found on YouTube, right?
And every other platform.
And every other platform, of course. But you know, when it's hanging,
Like radio. You know, and I want to touch bases on that
Okay.
really quick because everybody, it's kind of funny. Everybody goes your podcast, and We do have a podcast, but we're a radio show that has a podcast.
Yes, 100%.
And
this is not the main event.
This is not, right. This is definitely not.
Yeah.
I would call this a on location live stream.
Yeah,
because tomorrow I'm in the studio, broadcast over the airwaves,
Absolutely.
and you can find us on AM 1030 The Voice, which I figured out a way to say it so everybody knows that it's on the AM station. 10:30 a.m.
There you go. Yeah, because obviously you want everybody to be able to find you. You want everybody to listen. We're still on it. You're still on at 3 o'clock, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, still
Between
on at
3
3
and 4.
o'clock.
And tomorrow,
they can call in.
Yes, you can call in 520-790-2040. That's 790-2040. And you can ask any question related to food.
Of course.
And tomorrow we actually have Kenneth Floyd, the current reigning Iron Chef, two-time winning Iron Chef of Tucson. He's going to defend his title for the last time. We're going to see if he retires or if he is retired.
Okay.
And either way, this is the last season that Kenneth Floyd will be able to participate.
Wow.
And it's going to be amazing. But then we also have Old Tucson Studios coming in. Chef Dylan is the executive chef out there, and they're doing some really amazing stuff for the Nightfall, which opens the 27th of September.
Busiest day in Tucson,
and
apparently.
Yeah, oh my gosh, I'm not kidding.
Understatement,
Look,
apparently.
If you haven't been to, anyways, they do have some tickets left for a Ronald McDonald House Party, by the way.
Okay.
And if you go to the ronaldmcdonaldhouse.org, you can get your tickets. It's actually, they shut down that entire block. So it's like this huge event. So they close down the street. It's in the house. It's around the house. It's all over. We tried one of the lobster biscuits from Cowpig. Holy Moses! I mean, I got nothing else to say about it. I mean, it's just I don't eat a lot of seafood, shellfish, or whatever.
Yeah.
But it's incredible. It's spot on, and then they have special drinks, and they have all kinds of stuff.
Well, it's for such a good cause too. Like, I mean, if you've never needed Ronald McDonald House, you are absolutely blessed, right? I found myself in need of one time. There was a little girl at my church that I was possibly going to adopt, and we spent 2 months in the hospital. And it was so amazing when they said, hey, you know, if you need some food, if you need some snacks, because as a visitor, you don't get food, right? If you need a book, if you need something to do, they have all those things. And they said, absolutely, you're more than welcome to go and use it. That's what it's there for. It's such a wonderful organization.
And I definitely have, a personal connection to that because when my oldest was born, she was in NICU for 5 days, and without Ronald McDonald House,
5 days is an eternity when it's your child.
Right. Well, we lived at the hospital, and they had the Ronald McDonald area that we could go into. They had a room by the NICU that was provided by the Ronald McDonald House, and we were able to stay in there so that we could be there because we wanted to make sure that she could nurse and she was, and
skin to skin contact, and everything.
Because it's really important to have all of that, And she had inhalation of meconium. She's probably one of my loudest children, and that was the first thing. She went to go scream and just I took a deep breath but she was also born face up, she was a really tiny baby, so we didn't know that until it was too late.
Yeah,
it was like it was a hard labor.
It sounds like it. Tina's
and for my wife,
Tina's a champ.
There was no drugs. She did everything with my support because we did, the husband-wife.
And your fingers still work?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not broken. They're not mangled.
But 36 hours.
Yeah.
36 hours.
First kid. A lot of times that labor is no joke. My friend was 54.
Oh, it gets better than that. So
days?
and this is Tina was absolutely. I mean, it was like running a marathon without really prepping for a marathon. I mean, really, realistically.
What can you do to prep for that?
But I had just gotten done with my best friend's wedding. I was the best man at his wedding, and in Florida. We lived in Newport News, Virginia at the time. I flew
lived in
down
Newport
to
News.
Florida.
I didn't know that you lived in Newport News. That's funny. Another information we didn't find out about each other.
Jefferson Street, right by the Patrick Henry Mall.
Okay. Yeah.
Just down the street. That's cool. Anyways, so I flew down from there to Florida she was already here because I have a family member that was a midwife.
Okay.
So it was all going to be natural and at home, and it was. And then so I had 72 hours of not sleeping because we had the bachelor
Yeah.
party, we had
Actual
the
wedding.
wedding, and the best man's job is to make it as
Make sure everything's flawless. Yeah.
low stress for the couple, right?
Which means all the stressors for you.
Right. So
Same for a bridesmaid.
I didn't sleep for like 72 hours,
Yeah.
and then I flew here because I had taken enough time off because she was going to have the baby any
Yeah.
day. And I got home, and that night she went into labor.
Oh man.
And
You're like, ready, go.
It was like,
okay.
So then 36 hours, and then I didn't sleep for the next 5 days. So
Yeah,
it was like
because
2
she's in
weeks of
NICU, yeah.
nothing. She's an absolutely incredible child. She's 16, so I'm never going to say that in front of her because she's 16. But yeah, it's a lot of fun.
We could show some of her work.
There's the realness. Oh yeah, some of the work.
She's an amazing painter.
Oh yeah, and her art was actually displayed at the VA hospital for the last 2 weeks.
This one's really pretty too because it has like an ombre effect to it.
But without Ronald McDonald House, we would have never gotten any sleep because we were sleeping at hours at a time,
Yeah.
or an hour at a time.
Cat naps, power naps.
And we would have been, we would have had to go home and back and forth from the hospital, and I mean that would have just been a nightmare. So
Yeah.
great support from Ronald McDonald House. Great shout out for them. And to my family, I mean, the support we got from our family was incredible, and a lot of people don't have that. So
Yeah,
we were very blessed. And yeah, sure, we were out in Cerrita, Rancho Cerrita, and then we ended up at University Hospital, UMC, but which is now Banner.
Now Banner, yep.
They're absolutely incredible, and
their children's unit is amazing.
Their NICU
so
was
impressed.
incredible.
Yeah.
It's best in the Southwest.
Yeah.
I would say easily.
Mm-hmm. I lived there for practically 2 months.
Yeah. So anyway, next week, Ronald McDonald House Party, ronaldmcdonaldhouseparty.org. Go and check it out. And then tomorrow, you got to tune into the show because, I mean, we had some big hitters. Old Tucson Studios is coming into my studio,
right?
Which is just fun. And then
Are you going to ask them each the question? What's their one thing in their kitchen they can't live without?
Yeah.
Or do you want people to call in and answer to share that?
Actually, I would love people to call in and ask that question.
That'd be
That
awesome.
would be awesome if we get people to call in and ask. We'll put that out. Call in and ask. But and then Kenneth Floyd. I mean, he's an incredible chef, and he does some really amazing stuff. He's at Dante's Fire, but he also has a food truck, and I think we're gonna have he might do a pop up for the food truck food fights as well,
Nice.
which is the next thing. Food truck food fights is coming up in a month and a half, and brace yourself because there's about to be a lot of advertisement for it.
Fair.
So everybody's gonna know about it along with the Tucson Tasty Show.
I mean, that's where everyone should be eating that day. I mean, there's going to be so many different
25
local trucks.
25. Well, we have 30 food trucks that want to participate. We've got the contracts going out to solidify the partnership. Because one of the cool things about food truck food fights is we're not charging the food trucks to be there.
Yeah.
And then we're showing up at Harbottle is the first one, first week. That's November 8th. The 16th is actually going to be at Black Rock Brewery, which he's my brother, so I gotta show him some love.
There you go.
Tony's a great guy, but he does some incredible beers as well. I mean, he does a dreamsicle beer.
Really?
Like you wouldn't know.
Like I've heard of orange, like a citrusy pudding in beer. I've never heard of the cream with that, but it kind of makes sense.
When you're brewing the beer, you can put it in a lactin, and the yeast breaks it down.
Yeah.
So it makes it creamy when you drink it.
But not creamy colored, just creamy tasting?
Correct.
Okay, so it doesn't look weird.
No.
But it just tastes creamy.
Right.
Interesting.
And then
almost like a cream soda meets beer.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's very interesting.
Oh no, it's amazing, and it's like 4% alcohol.
What would you pair that with? What would that go perfectly with?
A day next to the pool. And honestly, when you're outside or next to the pool and you're drinking that, you're having that beer, you got to have some watermelon or some cold berries or something like
But
that.
think about it. Right now is like the perfect time where it's like it's cooled off where you're not like your skin isn't sizzling,
Right.
but it's still perfect. And then at night it gets a little bit cooler where you can stand outside and the breeze just feels wonderful. What's funny is we were all laughing in here yesterday is because it was a good 55, 60 degrees in here. And we were all freezing like nobody's business.
I love
And
that though. That would have been perfect.
oh, it was like we literally people were walking outside to try to like warm up and then coming back in because they're all from cold places, right? Where
Right.
they're about to hit snow, so they're not thinking they're going to be here and have cold. They're thinking the heat, so they didn't pack anything warm.
Fair enough.
It was so funny.
Well, definitely check out
Food truck fights.
thetastyshow.com for more updates. Sign up for our supporter club. You're going to get some really cool stuff there. If you sign up for a full year, you get a mug for free. And then you also get all the other benefits, which are secret passwords to get secret menu items. And you know what? I'll break the silence on one. All
Okay.
right. So there is it's Lucky's Chicago sandwiches up on Thornydale, and he's doing a chili dog style. Oh gosh, what is it? I lost it.
Okay.
I have it written down. Anyway,
So is it
it's
like a Sonoran dog meets a chili dog, or is it like a traditional chili dog-esque, but it's just they do it more unique, or?
right. He doesn't have it on the menu, so he doesn't have a
obviously,
chili dog of
I'm
any
saying,
kind on the menu.
that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. But when people use this special secret word,
Yeah.
what should they expect to get?
So it should be a secret menu item that nobody else knows about. And
But you're sharing it. That's why I
Right.
figured
Right,
they'd want
but-
to use it.
Right. So you would get this special hot dog.
Okay.
Let's just call it a special hot dog.
We'll call it a special hot dog.
And you get that for you can get that from there, and then we're gonna set up different locations around town. And the whole
Are
list
these
is
going to be indefinite, or is it going to be a certain time period that you can use the said special word?
So it's going to be every month you'll get a new word.
A different word. Okay,
Yep.
so monthly.
Yes.
You can try this special secret menu item
Yep.
anytime during that month with this secret word, but if you snooze, you lose.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Absolutely.
Okay.
And then so check it out. And then you get a discounted item as well. We're working on a discount item, so you get the secret menu item plus you get a discounted item. And it's all to drive business for the restaurants. I mean,
Well,
ultimately,
I mean,
so,
and
yeah.
that's a huge thing also because I mean, with everybody, worried about, overall cost of everything these
Right.
days, obviously it's going into winter. So, sometimes, prices go down a little bit more because, everyone's
Right.
not traveling, right? But being able to get, free cups of coffee and then discounted items and everything, being a partner, and a friend of the Tucson Tasty
Yes.
Show really makes your money go further. So this
Absolutely.
is a really big thing.
Yeah, and we're excited to roll it out and get everybody involved. So we want to support Tucson. So, and
Share with a friend.
That's it. So we got to sign off because we've got important things happening. But the biggest thing that we always want to say is stay tasty, Tucson. Oh, wait, hang on. There we go. Oh, stay tasty, Tucson.